Did you know that if you cut your brain in half, a monkey could use either side to determine the perfect diet? And depending on the side he chose, would influence his health, the likes of which... He's in the ocean. He's in the ocean. So we have a lot to get to. There's the left brain and the right brain. Left side is logical, analytical, it's math-like, it knows how to devise a plan. It's like, okay, that makes sense. Let's head there. Straight line is fastest. Right brain is more intuitive, creative, and you're just like, we'll get there, man. I'm feeling that we should head this way, and it's creative, it's fun. And so it got me thinking, because I really like watching Snake Diet. I love when he yells at us, and he's very left brain, very perfection oriented. Like, if you need the perfect amount of potassium to sodium, he's the only one I would ever trust. Like, he knows exactly how much potassium and sodium you need in the perfect ratio. And it's like, here, have some salt. You need more salt. No, where's the potassium? Okay, cucumbers and bacon, good to go. So he's very specific in his protein needs. And it's like, yeah, man, you need this much protein. That's what will trigger satiation. You'll stop eating the lowest amount of calories. It's like, yeah, man, I'm with you on it. This left brain stuff, it makes sense on paper. And then there's the other side where it's more like Eli Martyr. He's very intuitive. He's like, I never shop unless I'm called to shop. And then I hear it and I go. And people like Lena Laloon, I butchered that, sorry. I remember she's a raw vegan, and she was saying, I was looking forward to jackfruit for lunch. I bought all this jackfruit, but my body just wanted apples. And so I had to go to the store and buy apples. Like, that's in tune. I would have been like, no one gives a shit. We're eating the jackfruit, obviously. I can't hear anything inside, especially the little boy that's screaming for help. What's on me? So each side of your brain has a valid excuse on what they're eating. The left brain planned it all out meticulously. The right side listened and intuitively ate something. What happens to me when you're like brain damaged and you try to come up with the perfect diet? It's like, I don't know, maybe too many bicycle crashes early on in my teen years. It's not a lot of drug use. So I'm like, okay, man, watch this meal. So like, I'm eating meals literally of like an entire block of tofu with sprouted beans and green peas and fava beans in there, and then tons of broccoli. My digestion is so mad at me right now. It is so mad. It's screaming for help. It's asking, like a duck, would a duck please take over this body? Because you're dumb. You're not doing it right. So as my brain tries to attempt, like, okay, Cole, I like what you're saying there. Protein is satiation. If I just eat a lot of protein, I won't be hungry. I'll lose weight, I'll gain muscle. I can still be vegan. This is awesome. I'm going to take some of your principles and apply them to my raw vegan life. And so I do that, and I'm dying, literally dying. Like, I farted and it sucked. But I get in trouble with both sides of my diet. Like, if I just go on intuition, might be even worse than my left brain. It's really bad. Like, recently, I gave my life to Jesus, and I was like, you know what? I obviously can't make the perfect diet. You do it. You heal me. I'm going to just eat whatever I feel like. And I create meals like that with the beans. And I'm like, yeah, this is savory, and I'm dying. My skin's worse. Like, nothing about my diet is healing or approved of by God. So he's like, yeah, good try, buddy. Eli recently made a video answering some of my questions, because I was like, how do you do this intuition thing on a raw vegan diet? Like, most of the raw vegans, they're saying like, you need a ton of calories. We got to plan this in advance. Like, you have to have massive amounts of fruit on board at all times in different ripening schedules. And what the hell's on me, all this fluff? And so like, it can be really hard if you listen to the Doug Graham way of life and you're always getting tons of fruit, and it's a full-time job almost. Whereas he's like, yeah, I never do that. I just listen to what I want and I go grab some. Like, he doesn't have tons of fruit on board, and It's interesting the way he lives. I see Eli as, picture this, I think he'll agree. Picture an advanced alien tech robot come to Earth, like flesh-like, looks human, shoots lasers out of his hands and can fly, all kinds of stuff, anti-gravity flight. And then he comes to Earth and says, okay, robots, here's how you do this. Okay, you want to open that can of beans? Okay, just shoot your laser around there and then use the anti-gravity suction device to lift up the cap, and then you spill it, filter it through your laser-guided mesh. And then us robots on Earth are like this with the hammer? We don't have your lasers, Eli. None of us can do what you do, not one thing. So it's like, okay, whatever. I take the advice. I'm like, okay, that's something to shoot for. That's the end game for sure. If I just listen to my body and eat fruit, I lose all strength, my teeth fall out. But that would be so awesome if you can just listen to your body. I'm in the perfect position. I live right next door to a grocery store. So I could totally just be sitting there waiting until hunger hit me and then be like, apples. And then I go and I buy the apples. It's just, he had a lot more faith that raw food would not hurt him, because like I know even subacid fruits F my life. My teeth will melt if I start eating cherries every day. One meal of cherries and I'm in the hospital. Tooth-related emergencies. And so I'm like, I can't do that. So I don't know how I would intuit a raw food diet of only sweet fruits. I get sick of it. And then I want the beans. You know, another ironic thing about this protein? So like, I'm listening to Snake Diet. I'm like, that sounds good. Let's do this, buddy. And I've upped my protein massively. I think it's been about 3 weeks of increased protein. And I'm like, I feel zero strength gains. Like, part of me expected to have worse skin and worse digestion, even though I'm like trusting in God. I'm like, you got this. I can digest the soy now. Let there be soy. Is that what they meant? And so I'm like, okay. And then I lost faith immediately as soon as the first zit came. I'm like, yeah, this is not working. But what I didn't expect was absolutely zero strength gains. Like, you have any idea? I think I was at 150 grams of protein the other night. The hell is that? Easily over 100 grams in the one meal. I got a protein powder for the smoothies. I'm ramming it in there. And I'm like, I can't do any more reps of anything. I've only gained flubber. You should see my nipples. They're fat. They're fat nipples. I'm a gynecologist. That's probably not, it's called gyno, isn't it? So why wouldn't that be a gynecologist? You don't know what your doctors. I know what I'm talking about. So it's like, I feel effed either way. My left brain just Fs me with way too much math, and it's always the wrong equations. And then my intuition leads me off into some weird shit. Like, I've almost debated going high fat again. I am way too obsessed with diet. Just like 3 days ago, I was like, God, you take it. And I felt this light come over me. And then he tested me immediately. He's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a couple zits just to make sure that you trust me, that this is gonna work. I trust nothing. By the way, I see people walking on this secret pier, and I'm like, how do you get up there? And I'm thinking they come this way into this mountainous region and cross it somehow. We're going to that pier. So what would give you better results in the end, left brain or right brain diet? I have to believe it's right brain, that we know built in. We can't possibly devise every little nutrient. Like, it gets way too scientific. You're like, okay, for the best digestion, I need fermented foods, but I need a probiotic with very specific bacteria. I heard plantaris is the best one. Okay, make sure there's at least 1.5 billion of those. You don't want too much bacillus in there. Okay, make sure that's a bad form. What the hell is that? It's a poisonous looking thing. It's like a butterfly, but it's not ready yet. It's not ready to be who he is. He doesn't have the perfect diet, and he can't possibly be expected to write a book yet, but you wait. He will blossom, my friend. But I think intuition is the way to go, because if you were pure left brain, that's where you're supplementing B12, you're doing all kinds of stuff. Oh, that's missing for sure. Instead of just living and eating the foods that are natural, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Debatable on the beans now. That is likely not true. This is an interesting path here. Are we headed to the perfect diet? There's some jabron on the pier. I think he's fishing. Why are you trying to lure Satan into your life? That's the last thing you should do. He is fishing. I don't hope a whale pulls him into the water, but I love my neighbors. For my Jesus homies, how do you love your neighbor? Because I literally had a neighbor move in. It's been like empty this whole time, and I've heard the construction for months, and now they moved in. And all I hoped was, please be quiet. God, just send quiet people, because our walls are very thin. It's really terrible. And then, you know what? They are quiet, except when they are on the balcony smoking weed 9 times a day. Every second, I just hear coughing and weed smells coming right into my apartment. And I'm just like, Satan has you. And so I'm trying to pray, find God. So I'm watching all these spiritual videos, and it's like, weed can bring the devil in. Ayahuasca, all that stuff. Mushrooms, that's Satan food. You don't want that. That's not the perfect diet. I'll tell you that much. All I know is I gotta back off that protein hard. Take a left turn on that one, because that has gone to Nightmare City. It was fun too. I'm having all this tofu and tempeh bacon. It's like, all right, we're back to normal foods here, balance, you know, fruit for breakfast, a smoothie, lots of greens and protein powder and fruit. And then dinner is like lots of veggies, but like higher protein for the muscle. There's plenty of people that probably eat like that, and they do just fine. Something's wrong with me. So it's not the perfect diet, but we do have the perfect pier, my friend, even though there's a fisherman fishing for Satan. May he catch God instead. So what do you think is the path to ultimate health? Just intuiting it, just going by what you crave, obviously erasing all your fast food cravings from the past, like real food cravings, like I really want almonds right now. I just can't wait for those. Something like that. Or is it left brain, make sure to get this much amino acids, 1.7 grams of omega-3, 3-to-6 ratio has to be right on there, 4-to-1. If you ever go over that, it's over. Are you that guy? Which are you? Both of you should thumb up the video with either left or right hand. You could thumb it down instead. That's your option. But if you do, I think you realize the reason you're doing it is because you have devised the perfect diet. Every day, you eat 1 duck, 1 fruit, 1 lettuce. No sauces allowed. Mr. Discipline, nice muscle. I have plenty of muscle on my vegan diet. It's just as good. Protein on a vegan diet, highly absorbable. It just takes a little while to kick in. That's what I say. I'll be leaving. I'm at a lake. Thank you for the Bitcoin. It's worthless now. That's fun. Subscribe for more, man. I'll see you next.